like this. You hit duplicate question, the same question comes back. Then you can go here and edit whatever small changes that you want to make. But I don't need a duplicate of this question, so I'm deleting it. I just wanted to show you. Add question to library. I think this is where you keep questions that you want to put on your templates. I don't really use a lot of templates. I build my phone from scratch a lot. So delete will do exactly what it says. It will delete your question. Settings will help you arrange certain things. Let's go to setting and look at it. Question option. They will You see this column name is basically the question that they put in there, but when they say column name, time for your report at the top of the responses for the question that the thing will be to the column name. So if you want to change it, you can just come like this and make it short. By the end of the day, don't do it. Is this a mandatory response? Yes or no? For now, just keep your responses to no. It shouldn't be mandatory. When you have forms with mandatory response, you will not be able to skip to any other question until the people answer that question. So let's leave it like that. Appearance are some other thing that I don't even stress on. As long as the survey is being delivered and you're getting the data, I don't stress on how it appears. You can choose different options. This is where I'm looking at skip logic. You click on skip logic, then you click on add condition. What does this mean? Skip logic, you are telling the form, the questionnaire is important, right? But I only want to see this question if the previous question got certain answer. So that's the condition. Which GSM company do you use? I don't want to ask anybody question if they say they ain't got GSM number in Liberia. If you don't have GSM number, you're not using GSM company. So which GSM company do you use? This question will only be displayed if the following conditions apply. That means if do you have a GSM number? If the person say yeah, then we'll ask the question. If the person say no, we're not asking it. So that condition set. Then we come back to other. Okay, if the person say they using other, maybe lower cell na come or Nova phone, they don't come in spirit. Okay, brother. Since you say other, please let me know what is that other. Specify it. Other company name, we can ask for it until what? Which shares and company do you use? If the person say other, then the person must explain to us what is other. If the person tell you say they're not using Lone Star, why you asking them for Lone Star no more? Right? So which company do you use? If the person say Lone Star say MTN, we want that Lone Star number. You can see it say if Lone Star, please enter. So that means if Lone Star, you might enter. Next one, the one by that if orange, right? So these are examples of skip logic. We'll skip the question if in not satisfying certain condition. Can we disclose your current location? Yes or no? If the person says no, don't take the person to your location. Yeah. So skip logic. This question will only be displayed if the person says yes. Then we'll come out with save our form. Form save. Now we can preview again. See our form here. Go through it. See all our questions. Notice that all the questions that we put skip logic on, they are hidden. They will not show up until the condition is met. Name. My name is Jacob. Do you have a GSM number in Liberia? Yes. Boom. Straight in the ask me which company do you use? You see it? When I say no, they will not ask that question. Yes. Which GSM company do you use? Okay, I'm using all. I finish clicking Lone Star. The Lone Star number appeared there straight. They asked me for it. If Lone Star, please enter. It's there. If Orange, please enter. It's there. If I click Other, it will say Specify Other. I don't do any use no other GSM company. Put it there. For me, I'm both. So is it that? I say yes to the showing location, then the GPS coordinate question will come. So that's your form with skip logic and everything in there. Um, we will discuss groups. I did a video for groups. Actually, it's in the group chat already. But I'll do one more on the computer. I did a video for groups using a phone. Okay, we save that. See this button? We want to go back to our projects. So you go back to project list. And we'll show you all your projects. So this is all my projects. I just did test project, right? LGTP. You see these 9 projects sitting down in drafts. All not in draft, they have not been deployed now. So they're just sitting down. The project that have been deployed, they're the ones will be on the first project list. So I come to my test project, sitting down there. So we on the project got a summary tab, it got a form tab, it got a data tab, it got a settings tab. Right now we only have a form. We have nothing in summary. Nothing serious there. They just got 9 questions. The day we created it, you will not see anything talking about responses and whatnot. It's not there yet. 0, 0. The form itself is the form that we're dealing with, and we can do some actions from on that page. But you can also do some form actions from right here in the quick links section. right? So what you can do from the form page, you can also do here. So share project. Click on share project. You can share it publicly by link and get a link, or you can add users. You can also allow submission to this form with a username and password. That's another more complicated thing that can happen when you got plenty of data to collect and you don't require everybody to be a Kobo user to collect that data. We'll take a break now. I'll get back to you. Alright, so I'm back again, and we've reached your form, right? We've created your first form, and now we want to add users to it. So this person, I want a person to be able to do a lot of work with the form. So I'll come and just say manage project for that option. When you click it, then it will grant permission. Now, if you don't put the right username here, the button will not pick up. As long as Kobo doesn't recognize the username, it doesn't work. So you click on grant permission. And just like that, your form is shared. Form is shared. This person can do everything on the form. I'm the owner, I can do everything, include remove them. They can do everything else besides remove me. So now that we have a form, we got people assigned to it, we can share it. I mean deploy it because it's already been shared. When you deploy it, then it will be out and available for download in a Kobo Collect application. The Kobo Collect application is on Android. You can also use ODK Collect on Android. You can also use GIC Collect on iPhone. All of them set up the same way. I will follow up this video with the screen recording from my phone. I believe I shared that as well with the teachers that have been with me longer. Okay, so now the form is not in draft mode anymore. Once we hit deploy, it will get kicked out of that draft. It will be in the deploy group. So deploy. Deploying just makes the form available for people to download with the mobile apps and collect data for people to use and fill the forms online using computers. Once it's deployed, it means it's available for data collection. Okay. You deploy your project, people will download it, go collect all that data, then they will send the data back to the server. The data will come to you, the owner, and whoever else that you gave management privileges on your project. So among my deployed projects, I've got some here that already got data that I need to analyze. So this is where I will just walk you through. Digital survey applicants. So here's what happened where we have been trying very hard to get this list of everybody that applied for the digital survey course. And it's been really hard to put proper analysis together. So we have a team that have been trying to call students to understand where they are, which locations will make sense for them. And yeah, so one of the guys on the team decided to send his own information on Kobo, which I was impressed by because we had just started to learn it a couple of months ago, and then somebody's already using it in a practical sense. So we'll see. There with the data is slow. So here's the information on the form. So there's 125 students that he called, and he was trying to get some of that basic information from them that we would need. So let's see what the data looks like. So you see when you click on data, the first place it will bring you is just a table. The table just showing you all the answers that have come in, and these answers are lined up a regular like a regular Excel spreadsheet, right? You got the top column. Top column. You got the top row with the name, and then your columns here with the information under them. Eh, so basically, this kind of information, when we know where these students are, it can help us more to try and assign them to one of the locations that we'll be teaching at. And so this is what we've been trying to get from over 1,000 students. Yeah, it's not easy. So now this information that we have, we can download it and use it to see how many in sync or how many on the highway, how many on Somalia Drive, how many on the Freeport line. You can break it into reports. When you click on it, you will see reports. Click on reports and you will see it will line all your questions up from on your form with the data that you have received from the data collection. So student name, or the student name, you will see most of the student names are one. Most of it are one. But then there were a couple of people who registered for their children. So this person has two appearances, but I think that her two children she registered for. At the end of the day, they will still be in similar locations, so we can understand that. Doesn't matter. Then we got the locations. Caldwell, Broadville, Sincor, Old Road. Don't get me wrong, this is not to say that Caldwell registered the most students. It's just that the list of 125 that this particular person talked to, most of them came from Caldwell. You see, this helps us though, because we want to say who will go GSA, who will go around GW Gibson. You see, this person living bypass. We got no other option but to send a person to GW Gibson if that's one of the training locations. GSA Road people, SKD Boulevard, ELW Junction, ELW itself. We might just say, oh, let all go to a location on GSA Road or to the location around Town Hall. Right? So that's the power of this analysis. Somebody could have written all of this on paper, and you will be able to analyze it, but it will take you much longer. So Kubo does this for me. Are you prepared to start training? Plenty of people were ready to go, and so right now we're feeling hard done by because we called our students and talked about this, but that's okay. It's a free training. We just need to make sure that we do it right. So among the 125 that he spoke with, hmm, is it in here? He got 121 responses out of the 125. Among that 125, 121, 104 say yes, they're ready to go. So that's like big majority. So Kobo will also put it in graph. There's certain questions that we will throw into graph for you. Most of them will come with this simple table, but it's there. You can the whole report here that you've collected. His whole report there. Oh, great! He took contact numbers and everything that we can talk to. You can download this report from right here. Print. You click on print, then we present the report as something to you, as a document. So this document sits here, already there, the information already there for you, your tables and everything. If you want to regulate small thing and behind it, delete some other things, that's fine. So Kobo will be finished doing like 25% of your report for you. You just can go put the human thoughts into it. Save as PDF is the option here because we're not actually printing it. You want to save it so you can edit it. So you save it as PDF and you can move from there. You can also leave a chat that you go write your report. As you write in your report, you can come be taking screenshot. If you want the other table, you can take a screenshot. The other table, you take a screenshot, move on. Now, the next place we'll focus is on downloads. You see, gallery will only be populated if your form were taking picture. So you can see this particular form, it had nothing to do with picture. Map will only be populated if your phone was taking GPS locations. This was not the case. The map does not show data because this form does not have a geopoint field, which is true. The form was just simple question and answer to people you are not collecting GPS location. So we come to downloads now. Downloading the export in XLS.xl. So we click export. What Kobo would do for us, it will take all our forms we all our questions from our form and set them up at the tab row on Excel. Then all the answers will go under the export. Exporting doesn't always mean that you have it on your computer. You export it, it's sitting down in your account. You need to download it before you finally get it. So you click download. All right, gang. So we have this. Click download and it gets saved, right? I've downloaded it twice now just to make sure it's there. So your questions are mostly going to be between these sets of fields on Kobo. The index submitted by, status, version, tags, all those things that Kobo para information they collecting. It helps to know these things too. So if you got 10 persons that you send to do 1,000 forms, and one person did only 50, this information I can tell you who submitted it. Your start and end is on this side, but the main thing we're looking for are our student information right here. So we can see it. We can grab their location and sort them by location. Okay, so I'm not teaching you Excel. So the steps you just gotta look at it. Um, my data has headers is something that you need to remember. Most of the things all the things you will download from Kobo will have the questions on it as the headers. The data has header, you say yes. Then you can decide what to sort it on. You sort it by location. So see how you're looking now? You can go straight in there and choose who's doing what. And oh, the guy course is broken down by course as well. So some people were answering for general digital skills, some people were talking about digital survey. So you can actually sort it on training course. Then we'll know all the digital survey students or the general digital skills students. However you want to sort it, right? But this is just that kind of data analysis that you can do in Excel once you've downloaded from Kobo. So Kobo has all this just lined up for you. Now, our class has a responsibility of teaching the students how to do all of this that I just told you. Create the account, create a form, deploy that form, collect data, go in and view that data, understand the Kobo toolbox dashboard to know where to go for things. And then it will also show them more complicated forms. I will do a couple of more complicated forms once I show you this Kobo to QGIS something. So let's go back to our projects list. So right up top for your deploy project, you can know which one of them got most action. Test project, which I just created as part of this class, it's got no submission. Nobody now submit anything to A yet. The digital survey applicants, we just went through that. There was another survey that was done. Pre-summit survey ain't got anything to do with us. But I'm just showing the ones that got some action. Then we got this KCGIS training, which is ideal because that's what I want to use to show you guys some kind of form with GIS information. Open a form, we see the usual. It will tell you what all been happening for the past week, what all been submitted in total. You can go for the past 31 days, for the past 3 months. As long as the project is still out and collecting data, you can do analysis on a time range and all that. So missing my form data. My form data has 18 or I think 16. It's showing 18 results, but two persons submitted twice. These two persons submitted twice. I could delete it. There's the option right there, but I don't need to. I don't really care. So let's see the reports. What was I trying to find out, right? I wanted to find out the location of the trainers that were dealing with us for digital survey and GIS. This tool will also help us know how to assign people to where they're going. But